My name is Ashutosh and today I am going to teach Python as much as I know. So Python is a high level interpreted object oriented language which was invent, invented by Vandy Rossum who is a, who was who is a, who is a scientist in Netherlands and it was founded in 1990. So the first and most basic concept variable. So what is a variable? Variable is nothing but a container to store information, a container to store more information rather than a word. Like basically a container to store information. Like A is equals to I. How are you? This is a variable, and Python is dynamically typed language. It means in C and C++, it's statically typed language where first first you have to declare the type of variable you are type of variable or function you are making, and then you can give the value or make the variable like this. But in Python, it's dynamically typed. Like I don't have to specify an int all and data types. Data types are like data types. There are there's so many data types. Main are main are uh, strings. Strings are variables, not variables. Characters, integers, float, complex numbers, etc. And data types, these all are divided in what else like ca- character, numeric, boolean. By boolean I mean true or false. And the second topic is data structure. Data structures are like a list, which is this square bracket, and the main feature about list is it's mutable and it's unordered. It's mutable, unordered. Ah, and the second data structure is tuple, which is which has same properties like list, but it's immutable. And the third is set, which is which have the same feature like which has same features like list, but it's uh, but it's ordered. And then and dictionary you can imagine as a set, but in two dimension. Like here you will have a, a key and a value pair, and in that's all. And input and output functions. Input functions are like x is equals to in input input type here. And output functions like print. To output function is print. To print the input or your output, to print the input or show the output to user screen or see your output. Uh, so input is basically hello. So input is basically taking input from the user, like if you are making an application. So you may need to take in input from users on various fields, like on various fields. So for that input is used, and for input you can specify, like if you only want input in integer, so you can specify like this int input. So hmm, int input. So I can only type here numeric values like 89, but if I type here any character or anything, it will raise error. So this is the main input and output functions. Operators. So there are basically main three types of operators: arithmetic, boolean, and arithmetic, boolean, and comparison operators. Like arithmetics are addition, minus, division, double division, means whole division, modulus, modulus, and multiplication. And in comparison, you have like is equals to, greater than equal to, less than equal, less than equals to, etc. So the second is comparison operators. Now comparison operators and boolean operators are like true, where you have to specify true, false, etc. Conditional statements. Conditional statements are nothing but if and else statement. If and else statements are like it's basically a grammar. If if this then this, else this. Like if, let me, x is equals to 2. If x is equals to 2, 2, then print yes, else print no. And in future, if you want to add any more number of conditions, you can use elif statements, which means else if, because in else you can't because in else you can't define any condition. That's the issue. So that's why elif is also used. Print mid. if x is not equal to 2. So the third thing is, so the next thing is of loop. There are basically two types of loops: for loop and while loop. In for loop, the for loop is basically the for loop is used until the condition is fulfilled. No, the while loop is used until the condition is not fulfilled, and the for loop runs until the condition is fulfilled. And the second thing is functions. Functions functions are used to make your own functions, data structure methods like list data structure methods. Data structures are like list, tuples, and dictionaries. So for the list, tuples, and dictionaries, you can use append, add, or many other things to add from other other data structures or lists. Except string methods. String methods are nothing but string methods are nothing but string methods are nothing but slicing the strings and appending other strings to the same string. Exception handling, like you can see this is exception, this is error. So when while creating any application or anything, to accept to not raise error and if something comes beyond your expectations, we can use exception handling like this: try this, or try, or else. This is the exceptional handling. And file handling, like if you import any file here, so you can specify like r, w, or o. So r is used when you want to write on the write in the file, or w is used, and r is used when you want to read the file. W is used when you want to write in the file. O is used when you want to open the file and do nothing. Oops concept. What is so OOPS means object oriented programming, which is the main function. This is the main feature of the Python by which it's more versatile than most of the languages. So class and object. Class and object, you can think of a class and object like class is Have you ever seen brick? Have you ever seen brick mold and brick mold is made once, and you can use that brick mold to make more number of bricks. So that is how class is. Class is the brick mold, and objects are the bricks, which are made using the brick mold. Constructor. The constructor. The constructor means this function in it. It's class hi. So whenever I will make a class, so in the first I need to make a constructor. So constructor, this init means initialize. It means that the class or function has in initialized. So I have to write here the first code or function which I want to display on the users display. The self keyword is used for the used for the function. No, the self keyword is used for the name of the function. It's custom. You can write anything like hi or anything. It doesn't matter. But best practice is you use self keyword. Types of variables. Variables are like instance and class. Instance, you can imagine like instance is a train, and class is like a railway track. So railway track is public, open for all. But trains have unique number and unique everything. So you can understand by that. The four pillars of OOPS are: first, encapsulation, inheritance, po- polymorphism, and abstraction. So encapsulation means this the encapsulation means this first area, the definite area. This is called encapsulation. That you write the first function of the class. Inheritance means I can use this class head to make another class like Hui, but in brackets. But I can import the function from the previous functions to the current function, just like biological humans, where the properties of parents are inherited to the say, offspring or children. And encapsulation polymorphism means for a same function you define different values or different functions. So an abstraction means the function you don't want the user to use or see. That's when you use abstraction. Access specifiers like of which function you want to give access to the class. Like this is used for private variables. This is used for mo- most important and private variables. X and super keyword. Super keyword is nothing but the second method to import function from any other any other class. And multiple inheritance means the polymorphism. Mm, del- uh, just like the init function, we also have delete function to delete that object or class. To delete that object and modules and packages. Modules like modules are nothing but pre-written codes from where you can import functions like NumPy, Pandas, etc. For importing, you have to use this keywords import NumPy or NumPy as if you are fed up of writing NumPy everywhere, so you can use NumPy as NP. And to import specific function from a module, you can use from NumPy import square root methods. Square root as st and lambda function. The lambda function is nothing but the writing of whole function into one line. Like a is equals to lambda lambda a plus b is equals to c. And data structure comprehension, like for so many times you want to just co- comprehend the code and don't really want to use much space in the code. So for that purpose, list comprehend data structure comprehension is used. Like a is equals to in in list uh, for x in x for nums if 10 is equals to 10 plus 2. The list data structure comprehension means you want to wind up the code into one line. So that's where the lambda data structure comprehension is used. Thank you.